It's time for today's travel and cruise industry news. With the latest from travel and cruises around the world, here's your host, Chillie Falls.
Good afternoon and welcome to Breaking Travel and Cruise Industry News on this, the 25th day of August 2021, and we travel to Hawaii. Tourists should stay away from Hawaii, and residents should restrict travel to essential business only, at least through the end of October, Governor David Ige said earlier this week. Now is not a good time to visit Hawaii, Ige initially told the Honolulu Star-Advertiser, a sentiment he later repeated at an afternoon news conference. We have limited capacity in the restaurants. We see continuing case counts here. I expect cooperation from the visitor industry. They certainly don't like it, but they're supportive of getting the message out. They want to be helpful in stemming the surge of COVID cases. Most new cases are the result of residents traveling off island and coming back home to spread COVID-19 in the community, the governor said. I'm asking all residents and visitors alike to restrict travel, curtail travel to Hawaii to essential activities only. Ask about the possibility of another statewide shutdown, which crippled the visitor industry in 2020, led to the highest unemployment rate and worst economy in the nation. Ige said another shutdown is really the last resort. Ige called for limits on both tourist and resident travel, generated immediate concerns, questions, and in some cases, criticisms. So it became like the political football, much like you see in Washington. There are so many questions that need to be answered, said House Speaker Scott Sakey, co-chairman of the House Select Committee on COVID-19, which is expected to discuss the ramifications of Ige's announcement next week. I don't see how the governor's request will improve COVID numbers in Hawaii. The governor should have asked unvaccinated people not to travel to Hawaii. He should have also made a statement that discouraged travel to hotspots like Vegas, if that's what the data shows. In other words, he wants them to take a similar stance that the Bahamas has taken against the cruise industry. If you're unvaccinated, stay away. State Senator Glenn Wakai, chairman of the Senate Energy, Economic Development, Tourism, and Technology Committee, said that Ige's travel recommendations were overdue. He should have done this last month. Things are only going to get worse. It's really government's role to keep the population safe. For him to have waited until this point is a mistake. Ask about the potential economic impact from discouraging tourism. Wakai said, there's always that concern. I'm far more concerned with the public health impact. If the economy's going to take a short vacation, then so be it. You can see from the chart, the numbers are off the rails there. Just as the economy rebounded faster than expected late last year, Wakai said the economy also could see a comeback, perhaps even more so than we've seen this summer. Wakai agreed that Ige's call to tourism could be designed to placate anti-tourism unrest as island tourism has come roaring back. Somehow we believe that the tourists are the scoundrels in all this, but it's not just them, he said. Locals are partially to blame. Locals are sometimes bad actors as well. It's unfortunate that all our economic and environmental and health issues have to be pointed at the tourists. Ige's call to restrict travel through the end of October coincides with Hawaii's traditionally slower shoulder season and could limit the effect of an economy that already was seeing visitor cancellations in August as COVID-19 cases spiked around the country. It's hard to know what the effect the governor asking visitors not to come will bear because visitors are already choosing not to come, said Carl Bonham, executive director of the University of Hawaii Economic Research Organization and a member of the State House Select Committee on COVID. Regardless, Bonham said, Ige's announcement is likely to make national news and have the intended effect of dampening island tourism. So that's the latest in breaking travel and cruise industry news from the state of Hawaii. The governor says tourists stay away. That's it for me. I'll see everybody back here at 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time tomorrow for travel and cruise industry news with Chillie Falls. Later, y'all.
I regularly post videos on all facets of the travel and cruise industry. So if you like to keep up with the latest in cruise ships, ports of call, cruises themselves, Chillie chats, and travel and cruise industry news, just hit the little subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. Hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when a new video is up or we go live. This video was produced by Chillie's Cruises.